Hello and welcome everybody to this very special episode of Spreading the Nerd. We're calling it Spreading Thanks. Just giving a little thankful feedback to the last year and the communities we've been involved in and stuff. And Rick came up with the idea of just kind of having a quick little show of going through some memories and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're here for. I don't think anything else really, just to say thanks to everybody and do some memories. So
Indeed.
yeah. And Rick also beat Elden.
I am a newly crowned Elden Lord, which is something I never thought I'd be able to say, but
That's something to be thankful for right there.
I am thankful for the Mimic tier to make a fraud like me able to actually finish that game.
Someday I'll get there. Someday. Be a while. It'll be a while. Let's see. Where should we start off?
Well, first of all, since we haven't actually talked about this, how do we want to do this? Do we want to kind of like go back and forth? Like I'll say,
yeah, just like random stuff that like pop, like earlier today. I was thinking about one of the. Of course, we started off basically in the XEP community, and their Luke's and Logan's community monthly nights, and that's kind of like that was my first foray into it, and being with you on there and Ellery and Silkenet and Red Beast, a few others.
mm-hmm.
And that kind of started Nissa. Yep. That kind of started it. So, and then I wanted to
definitely. I mean, before he continue on, I wanted to definitely say that I was most certainly thankful for Luke and Logan. If I remember correctly, I believe Luke said it was Logan's idea to start the Discord, but I don't quote me on that. I might be wrong.
I think so too, but
I think Logan was one that kind of like brought his ideas that he did with Keelhauled and said, "Hey, why don't you know?" I think he was one that had the idea to the Patreon and all that too. I don't think Luke had a Patreon prior to that, but again, don't quote me. But nonetheless, very thankful for those guys because they, essentially because of them, I made some very, very, very good friends. And
exactly,
I cannot express how grateful I am for that. Actually,
yeah, it's been fantastic. I first met Ellery in there, and we actually met up in Boston and went to a Final Fantasy concert, so I got to meet them live like in person, so that was cool. And then you came along pretty shortly, and I think Silkenet joined right about the same time too. I think
I had seen Silkenet's name pop up in a few places. Actually, I might have even seen him on Twitter. I can't remember. I do want to say I do believe that actually the XCP Discord might be the first place that I saw it, but then I started seeing them everywhere else because of all the kind of connective tissue between all the different podcasts.
Right.
And I just started talking to him like you guys, and again, we'll get there. But yeah. So it was really cool to kind of get everybody to kind of connect that way,
It it wasn't. I really did not expect. I fully expected to just go in there and like talk game news and learn a few things, type of thing. I wasn't expecting to get. They didn't push me, but for myself to push to like start a podcast and then make friends with you, Silkenet, everybody else in there, Nissa, Ellery. I mean, there's all good people, so definitely thankful for that. I mean, we've only been friends for a year, but it feels longer than that. So that's awesome.
Again, we also tend to talk every day, so
it's great. It's been a great friendship for me, and I definitely appreciate it. You get me through some of the days sometimes.
Likewise, my friend. Likewise. I would be remiss if I didn't mention, of course, my wife and of course Krista, both of which who are my wife first and foremost, Nicole, who I don't believe she joined the chat, but she's walking around here, so she is here. But she's obviously my biggest supporter, even when I probably don't deserve it sometimes. And Krista's always there for me when I need her, and those guys, I'm here because of them, frankly. So
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I know Krista's been in the chat ever since like our first show. So that's awesome. And I know Nicole's come in here a few times. So it's awesome. Yeah, because I started this at the beginning of this year with my measly 2 episodes by myself, like hitting record, stop, hitting record, stop. It wasn't any of this live stuff or anything.
Oh, really? Is that how you did it, actually? Like you record lines? I didn't know that, actually.
And it wasn't even lines. Like I would say something and I was like, that doesn't sound good, delete, because I wanted.
You did a lot of editing then too, actually.
Yeah, and it was
I did not know that, actually. I did not know that.
So I would say something, and because I would read a piece of news, and because I wanted it unscripted, I didn't have anything written. So I would say something, I'm like, no, that sounds stupid. Or I would repeat myself. So I deleted it, add it, delete. So yeah, those first 2 episodes were freaking rough. And then I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And I think, geez, it probably took like a month off or so. And then
it was a while. Yeah. Did you say you do 2 episodes or
I think I did remember. 2 by myself.
That sounds right. Okay.
I think it was just 2. And then then I reached out to you and be like, dude, I can't fucking do this by myself.
Well,
I got
I don't know if you remember, but when you started it, I was so mad at myself because I was thinking like, man, if there's someone who I probably could do this with, it was you. But I kept him home. Like, I don't want to be weird about it. I don't want, I don't know how you'd really approach that. And I actually was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know the first thing about this, but maybe. And then right as I started thinking about it, I think it was on an episode of XCP. Luke said like, "Hey, Clint started his own podcast." I'm like, "Damn it, anyhow!" I was like, "I can't believe I him-hawed so badly that I took too long." And I also did not want to like, approach you about it and be like, "Well, hey, now that you're there, I'm here."
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was like, man, that sucks. Like I genuinely was thinking about it. But it is funny. You asked me if I wanted to be on the 3rd episode, and I was like, "Yeah, cool, for sure." And,
it is funny that you say that because I had thought about it the first time doing it, and I was like, "I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'll just like do 1 or 2, see how it goes." And I'm like, "This is fucking awful. Like, I need somebody to be able to go back and forth with, and then." I prefer the live thing much better, and then download it.
Yeah,
it's just, and then being able to talk to chat and stuff like that. It's so much better and easier for me. The flow is better for what works for us, I think. And that started as soon as I asked you to do that. We started texting, and then now it's a daily thing of like just talking about life in general, not just games and stuff. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, I'm not joking. You're totally one of my best friends now. Like, you really are. And
me tear up.
I was gonna wait, but we'll get to that. I am undoubtedly thankful to have come in contact with you, become good friends with you, do this every week.
Yeah,
with you.
It's been awesome.
It's been a lot of fun. It's cool to have someone to bounce thoughts off of, and certainly bitch about things. I mean, I do my share of bitching about things to you, whether whatever's going on.
Don't we all?
But now, like, I'm totally not joking when I say you're my brother, man. You really are.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. 100%. I was trying to think of other things. Like, I know we've had some funny moments in these episodes where we just absolutely go. And I should have went back through some of the episodes. I mean, of course, the ketchup chip thing is absolutely.
Well, that, and I guess it technically started in the XCP Discord, but the running joke about Hollow Knight is pretty damn good.
The Hollow Knight is that's a pretty good meme.
When I was making that poll in the Discord just to make fun of myself, right before I clicked it, I was like, I gotta put a Hollow Knight joke in this.
And then I myself clicked the Hollow Knight.
The best part was, as soon as I posted it, before I even got to like change the page, Silkenet and Baden had already answered, and they both picked that. But then I was like, Silkenet was like, well, I wanted to pick the first one, but I could not pick the last, so I put. That's why I made it so you could pick 2. So they both removed their thing and rephoned and picking both.
So good.
I mean, that cracked me up today. I was like, man, like they did it. I mean, it was within a minute they put that.
Fantastic. I think that's easily one of the other things too. We've always been playing around with Discord and creating a Discord for us, and I think the first day that we threw it together, thanks to Silkenit with the link and stuff that he gave me, and that was like one of our best episodes. And then we had
for what? I'm sorry.
When I made the Discord and like
when you made the link to Discord,
it was like on a whim that I made the Discord because I know Baden has always been wanting it. So.
and Ellery wanted a place to stream.
Yeah, to stream, and that's what it was going to start.
And I was like,
and then the day
we'll probably hop in there here and there, but like we're in there all the time.
Yeah, the day that it went up was like one of our best episodes. We had like a bunch of people join the Discord that day, and Baden, Matt, there's been a few other people in there that's been great. And Matt in chat saying Baden is a needy guy. That's all right.
Like, we mentioned about the XEP Discord, which I for a long time was very active in, much less so now. But it's not that anybody in there did anything wrong. It's just it's gotten a little bit bigger and a little bit busier, and as outgoing and loud as I am, I do get kind of uncomfortable with a lot of people. Yeah. So I've kind of backed off on it. And if Luke or Logan is watching, I really don't want you guys to think it's like anything against you guys. It's not that. It's just there's a fair bit of people in there now to the point that I'm a little less comfortable.
Right.
We're still so small over there that it's more personal, and that's why I like it. That's what because we had our private chat with just you, me, Silkenit, and Ellery for a while now.
For a bit there. Yeah, it was great.
More or less all we did here was make it slightly bigger by adding this Discord.
Added a few more peeps, some family, some nerd spreaders, as we call them.
But yeah, no, I'm definitely, definitely great. There's people in there that I don't know. I know you do, but there's people in there that you don't know. And I'm like, man, I hope we don't get any kind of like abrasion from people, but so far it was been super cool.
That was the one thing I worried about. I was like, we don't do enough, and I don't really want to, yet. Maybe further down the line of like having a Patreon. I didn't want to have it behind a paywall, and but yeah, everybody's been great. There's been no back and forth of like not like hardcore back and forth of like you're wrong, you're terrible. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, if anyone says that, it's me. Actually, I'm the one that says
that. But no, everybody's been really respectful for everybody, and we all say morning in there and stuff. It's a good start to the day, so it's been great. I'm trying to think. I know there's other things where we have just gone off on tangents because and that's what I love about this show too, is that we'll talk about game news, but then for like an hour or whatever, it'll be just something completely different and going off the wall, off the rails on stuff. So, hi, Nissa. Thanks for coming in.
Hi, Nissa. Well, a lot of that certainly comes with simply talking to me too. Not so much in text. When I'm texting, I can usually stay pretty focused. But if I'm having a conversation, man, when that one little branch goes out, I'm down there. I'm down there. So,
and that's what we want from here.
That does come with the territory of talking to me for sure, but it has undoubtedly, obviously, resulted in some pretty good discussion, and also pretty insane moments at times too. I mean, our stupid bet that we're both dreading, kind of resulted from that whole.
Yeah,
thing.
This will definitely be a memory we talk about next year for sure. Because when is that? Is that the 12th?
It is the 12th, yes. And I assume the week after is when punishment is doled out.
Fucking hell. It's just God. And I thought for sure we'd have more of a tight race, and I don't think I don't think it's tight. I think it's going to be a clear winner or not.
We had way more different picks than I thought we would. Yeah, I agree with you. I thought it would be like down to like 1 or 2 points, and all of a sudden
that's what I thought too.
And I'm like, man, we had such different picks. It might not be, but
it's going to be good. Someone's dipping ketchup in our chips and ketchup for sure.
Yeah. But I also wanted to take a minute to I know we kind of mentioned them, but I really do want to shout out Silkenit and Ellery, who have also become genuine, true friends of mine. I look forward to chatting with you guys every day. On the Discord or in the private chat. If we just feel like keeping it between the four of us. But the three of you guys are alongside obviously Krista and alongside Nicole have pretty much become my routine of folks I talk to every day. And
it's like the
it's what helps me get through. It's what helps me get through the days and weeks and all that stuff. And
yep, for sure. I'm right on the same page. It's been awesome.
You guys are
it's been fantastic.
You guys are awesome. And I'm super, super grateful for you guys.
And Silkenit has been an absolute bro with everything.
He really is.
At Silkenit between.
I was always kind of afraid at first that my French jokes were going to make him be like, "What is with this guy?" Like, go
right. The
but
baguette, bro,
and then just takes it in stride and runs with it and
it's fantastic.
It back and
absolutely fantastic.
He is. I cannot say what a good dude Silkenit really is. Like he is. He is a true one, man. That's okay, Nissa. It's not what we're talking about.
Don't worry about it. Things happen.
You hop in and out all you want.
It is quite all right. It'll be there when you're ready and free.
That's right. Well, that's what my Discord is. You can look at what was said 2 days ago, and
there you go. It's still there.
Yeah, never feel obligated to talk to it if you're busy or whatever.
Silkenit, I'll stand by my bet. If Silkson has a date at TGA, I'll eat chips dipped in ketchup too. So we might have to have Silkenit on here too.
Yeah, if it comes to that. Well, I mean, it's up to you guys, but I was going to say the episode where we live stream might be a good idea to just have Silkenit on if he wants to anyway.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
And he can like keep the tally as we're watching it, but that's totally up to him. Totally up to, if you're cool with it. But I would be totally cool with him being on the episode if you guys wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
He's like the unofficial match official,
It's like a look. God. And he filled in one day when I wasn't able to come in. He just popped right in, had it, and then he embraced the baguette and had like a baguette background. I thought that was fantastic.
that cracked me up when we were before we started. I didn't even register it at first. I wasn't even looking at it because he always has a background like of a game or something like that.
Yeah.
And I happened to look over and I'm like, you've got baguettes as your background right now. And that cracked me up for sure.
It'll be one of those things like, I don't know, if we ever get semi big, like 2-3 years down the road, it'll be one of those things like, oh, baguette bro and stuff. And there'll be like new people like, what is this joke? And it's going to be like that insider first people to know type of thing. Yeah. And I think it's going to be good.
It'll be the Batman Riddler.
Yeah.
Does he know? Or whatever. Is that what it says? Does he know? Is that what the meme is? Something like that?
I think so. And all the people.
Being as we're in a Elden Ring day.
Yeah.
Leyndell Sewer sucked. Leyndell easily the best part of that game though. Leyndell was awesome.
Oh man, I gotta play that more. It's been a hot minute. I do love that game. And all the people that have come out to be the guests on us, Luke from XCP, who came in on our 10th episode. I mean, that was so awesome of him. He didn't have to stoop to our level.
That's a very valid way to put it. But he
and
also,
then
he totally took the ribbon completely in
that's
stride.
The thing, like we invite this guy onto our podcast and we make fun of him.
And then he goes back to XEP and actually says like, he's like they got me good and it was a lot of fun. And I was like, man, he could have gone and be like, never go watch those idiots again.
Right. Yeah. No. And I feel obviously comfortable with him, so it was good to do. And he's just awesome. So we've had Todd, we've had Kevin.
Yep. Silkenit when Silkenit filled in that one time, but I think that's it so far, right? Mm-hmm.
Jesus, I hope so. If anybody's watching,
we do have.
I'm pretty sure that's.
We do have one, possibly two guests coming in the coming weeks. We're not going to say who they are, but one is definitely, in there. The other one, he's probably coming. Assuming he's free.
I'm excited.
But if he can't come next month, he is going to hop on with us.
Perfect
at some point after. So we'll still have those two guests.
Some little crumbs for you, some Thanksgiving crumbs.
Yeah.
So. Since we're talking about Thanksgivings, any fancy Thanksgiving traditions that you have? Anything?
Not really, because actually our tradition kind of changed the last couple of years anyway. We used to actually have it here, but 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, we switched back to going to Nicole's mom's house. I actually had not done that the last couple of years. The last couple of years, my dad and I just went out to eat together. But I am going back there, or I am going back tomorrow to go over there. So looking forward to some delicious. I don't care much about the turkey, but I was telling you, give me a plate of a half a pound of mashed potatoes and a half a pound of stuffing and put gravy on them, and you can have all the rest. That's all I care. That's all I care about. Because I will usually eat a little bit of turkey, and I'll eat some corn. And if we have mac and cheese, I'll have that. Mashed potatoes and stuffing comprise like 75% of what I want to eat.
Stuffing definitely. Yeah, I'll go ham on stuffing.
So stuffing
so
is
good.
Stuffing is.
Yep,
they never make enough though. That's the problem. They never make enough.
I do in my household. Because I love the stuffing, so I'll make a bunch of it. What about pies? Do you like any of the pies or anything like that?
Yeah, I don't mind pumpkin pie. I actually just today at our local grocery store chain, Giant Eagle. Do you ever notice how all of them have stupid animal names for some reason? But Giant Eagle, I had to stop to get a tomato for our dinner tonight anyway. So I grabbed another bottle of apple cider. We ran out, but also no, Nissa, no green bean casserole. If you can put the word casserole in something, get it out of my face. I
like casseroles, not green bean casserole, but I know plenty of people that do.
I like green beans, but not green bean casserole.
No, I just it's and cheesy potatoes, of course, like au gratin potatoes.
Potatoes are okay, but mashed potatoes are way better. And Krista is not a mashed potatoes fan. When she told me that, I'm like,
what?
I'm like, I don't know why I talk to you sometimes.
What in the hell? Sometimes on Thanksgiving, I'll get fancy and I'll put like some rosemary and thyme and stuff in my mashed potatoes. I know. God, no, not liking mashed potatoes. That's wild. Interesting.
Yeah,
we all can't be perfect.
It put a rift in the friendship.
Put a damper on. There are things sometimes people say, like, I will respect everything you say, but I don't know about this one. No gravy. Yeah, my daughter isn't a gravy fan. She got like sick on it when she was younger, and now she
I get that. No, I can totally understand that. If you kind of associate that in your brain, then you can break that.
Yeah.
But in reference to what you asked about the pies, I do like pumpkin pie. My favorite pie by far, though, is Dutch apple pie. I could eat an entire Dutch apple. Regular apple is okay. Dutch apple, god tier, right? So,
Matt and chat, mashed potatoes could be the only thing served on Thanksgiving, and I'd be jumping for joy. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You do kind of need the stuffing there too, though. But mashed potatoes is without a doubt the most important dish.
Now, in your stuffing, do you put like sausage and stuff in it? I know some people do that, or is it just?
I've never had it that way. No, just. Well, also, so I'm not a celery fan, but it's basically impossible. It's basically impossible to make stuffing without celery.
Yeah.
So they know, like, put as little of it as you can to make it work. Because I also find, despite not liking it, celery is an overpowering taste as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yeah, but you really can't make it without it. So I'm like, let's go a little late on the celery, shall
we? Let's see. Silk Island. There's a difference between
tart is much more of like an English thing. Like we have it over here.
One with top crust and one with like a tart is like a small like a chocolate cream tart or whatever. It's like a crust at the bottom with nothing on top, but it's also like a mini pie. I don't know. There's like fruit tarts where you have like the crust at the bottom, and then you have like a bunch of like cream and then
like cherry filling, but
yeah.
Crust, yeah.
Although
that technically is also a cherry pie. So does that mean all cherry pies are tarts, but not all tarts are cherry pies? Chat, discuss amongst yourselves. We'll get on that here or there.
God, pies. I love chocolate cream pie, pecan pie.
Not pecan.
I love pecan pie.
I'm not a big fan of almost any kind of nut. I'll eat a peanut or a cashew as a side, but I don't like them on anything at all.
Or to be fancy, a pecan. Is a deep dish.
Here we go.
Deep dish pizza a quiche. God damn it!
I had a feeling one of these was gonna come about.
Is To me, no, because a quiche is like that egg mixture type of thing. It's not just dough.
Quiches
but
are
I
also hot,
get
if
where
I'm
it's
not
coming
mistaken.
from.
Quiches
Well,
are
deep
also
dish
hot, right?
pizza's hot.
Huh?
Do you not eat hot deep
Oh
dish?
God! What the hell? I'm thinking of a pie. I'm sorry. My focus is in like 5 different places right now. I'm sorry.
Oh God. For me, deep dish pizza is not a quiche. A quiche to me is like it's that like eggy
Deep dish
custardy.
pizza. Deep dish pizza is a soup. To be perfectly clear, it's a soup.
I guess, yeah. Oh man. Let me see. Oh, so I was just done.
Yeah. Well, to answer
Let's
this,
see.
what do you call a Hostess pie? That would be a Pop-Tart. That's what a Hostess pie
like
is.
the Hostess pies that have like the chocolate cream filling.
The little individually wrapped ones. No, they have like cherry.
Oh, they do have like those little
yeah.
pies. Yeah,
I mean, they are pies, but they're more like McDonald's style pies than they are actual pies.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if it's like a Pop-Tart to me is fully crust and crunchy. I guess it's just like a hand pie.
How did even this episode turn into Foodcast?
I don't know. Yeah. All right, we're done giving thanks. Let's just go into the food.
That's what you're all here for, anyway.
That's right. Jesus. Yeah, handheld pies. Yeah, like little edible fancy pies.
They're single serving pies. Yeah, I would go along with that.
Baden says my mom makes a German sweet chocolate pie. That sounds fantastic. I like that.
That does sound good, actually. I am not the biggest chocolate eater, but that does sound good. I don't mind chocolate cream pie. Although, if you're gonna get to cream, Nissa, I disagree with chocolate cream being the best. Oreo cream is the best, or cookies and cream.
Okay.
If you want to avoid the the copyright, cookies and cream.
A good cookies and cream. Cookies
anything,
and cream. Anything.
Is best.
Cookies and cream. Anything is where it's at. Yes. God.
I'm thankful for cookies and cream. Anything. There we
go. Yeah. I'm very thankful for that.
I'm sometimes thankful for the little 4-legged one walking around out there. Sometimes not as thankful, but
my couple 4-legged ones are doing just fine. So
that's good, especially the scare you had with the one. So
yeah. Thankfully he's fine. He got better. I think he was just faking it anyways.
Yes.
Jeez Louise. Just trying to cost me money on purpose.
Yeah.
Geez, I'm trying to think of other things that have happened. I know there's been other things where we've trailed off of and just gone absolutely haywire. I did like our very first we did like a live watch. What was it?
Oh yeah, it was the PlayStation showcase.
Yeah, I liked that. That was fun to do. And then we also did a long episode that was over 2 hours where we broke down like each game of was it Summer Game Fest or something?
Yeah, that was either Summer Game Fest or the Xbox One, depending which one that was that we did.
I can't remember which
we did do one for each of them.
And then we like broke it down by each game and we were like, this is cool and all, but all right, this is a little bit long too. But then we didn't have a show on it or anything, but me and you were in the chat and also on text watching the PC game showcase,
which was the worst show of all time.
The most god awful showcase. It was so bad.
It was almost 3 hours long, and of that like entire thing, games, there was maybe 3 things that were even remotely interesting.
But chat was off its rocker.
It was hilarious.
It was fantastic, and all we did was go back and forth. Was like, this game looks shit. Oh, did you see what that person said in chat? That's hilarious.
Well, and the funny part was, it took until the last like half hour because I'm like, I'm not seeing that. Through as we were watching different streams, and that was why.
Yeah,
you kept referencing the one meme that the people were showing. I'm like, I don't see that at all. What are you talking about? I think you were watching GameSpot and I was watching IGN or something like that.
I think so.
I was like, well, that would be why we were watching different streams.
Yep. That was good. Hey, Nerd Chatson, thanks for popping in.
What's up, man? I assume that's
probably. Oh God. Krista has a good idea. You should do a bit where you assign each other a crappy game to play and share your experiences.
You can play Lord of Ring Golem. That's right. I'm coming out swinging.
God, I was gonna say there is a Steam sale on. We should find a really shitty, cheap game that actually is like overwhelmingly negative review, and gift one to each other, and we have to play it over the weekend or something. That's actually a pretty good idea. I'm gonna write that down. That's a good idea, Krista. I like that.
I think we need to include Krista in this, and she needs to do it too. It was her idea.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think that's good. That's a good idea. I'm gonna. Can we just talk about Steam and how shitty it
is? There's Silk in it, bringing in his.
You should play more in. Yeah. Okay.
Always agenda driven with this guy. Always.
I've got it. I just haven't played
actually,
it.
Baden, I did pull punches because there is way worse than that. It's just that's one of the worst reviews. But there are way worse games than that he could throw back at me.
Yeah, you know what is apparently PC Gamer thinks Warhammer 2 is less of a game than Golem. So I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not giving thanks to fucking that.
I'll play Warhammer Space Marine 2. No problem.
I can't believe
I already own it, so you don't have to buy it.
Yeah. They gave Golem a friggin' 64, and they gave Warhammer 2 Space Marine 2 like a 60. I'm like,
really? I knew you said it, but I didn't know what the.
I was so mad. Like, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but come on.
Yeah, Silken is saying what I was thinking of there. I forget what it's called, but that King Kong game from last year that was actually supposed to be worse than Golem.
Oh my God! Yeah, where the cutscenes weren't finished, so it was just stills.
Was it like Kong Island or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
No, they didn't update Golem. Nerd Chat. I think they might have had a patch or two, but the team is disbanded. It's done.
Well, I didn't think they disbanded. I thought they stopped their development though, because they actually did other things. They were not actually originally a game developer. They were something else. Yeah, and I thought they were still doing that stuff. They just weren't developing.
Yeah, Skull Island. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, God, it looked so bad. It looked like a PS2 game.
I'll play Golem over that every day of the week.
Is that even
that game looks dreadful.
It is. It's $8. Oh God, that one's $8. What? And then what? Golem? That's at mostly negative. Golem's at
overwhelmingly negative.
Golem's at $15.
$15 or $15?
$15, and it's at mixed. What's going on? It's probably reviews just like making fun of it in a good way. Oh my God. Yeah, there's gotta be a way to like select them and then be like all like worse to top. But yeah, Skull Island's definitely one. I'm trying to think of what's come out this year that's been awful. I can't think of anything. Because Skull Island was last year, wasn't it?
It was last year, yes.
Yeah, and so
it wasn't awful, but it was pretty disappointing to see how poorly Reynaudus came out to be because I was kind of looking forward to that. But it's nowhere near. It is nowhere near the
yeah, yeah, and it's awful to say. I'm glad it wasn't fantastic because I just did not have the time. I did not have the time. But that one, yeah, that one did look good, but yeah, not.
It's a cool idea, and it's got some decent pedigree behind it, but clearly it didn't have the funding and time to actually do it correctly. So,
right. Goodness, I'm not thankful for all the closeouts.
Here, I'll give you a thankful.
Okay, here we go.
I am thankful that finally I don't have to fool myself anymore when I say I'm happy to be playing this Sonic game.
That's good.
Sonic's on a good run, and actually, and no pun intended, Sonic is actually good for once.
I do want to play
that. He's on like a 5 straight game, like at least good to really good quality.
When I win the bet we have going on, I'm thinking that's the game. That I think so, yeah. because I've been wanting that, but since I'm going to win,
it's a solid selection.
Sending out those vibes there.
Oh, here I figured while we're on the thing, I'll show you something.
What do we got? What's he going to be showing us now?
I don't have to go too far. I just thought you might want to see a better look at this guy. This is the guy from the.
Oh, is that the
It's the Stalker. It's the Stalker one. I like how they did the little crystal ball thingy. Like this figure is actually cooler than I thought it would be. It's actually good. Pretty detailed. He's got a little VSS there.
It's fantastic. The pictures you showed of the unboxing was really nice.
Yeah, like I said, they get an A+ on the on
presentation,
the packaging. Yeah, like for those who didn't see it or whatever.
Damn it,
the box is right there, so you can see kind of the rough size of it. Okay.
Yep.
When you take off the slipcover that has the name, the box is made to look like a like one of the crates in the game. You know, whether it be like an ammo crate or a munitions crate or something like that, right? When you open that up and you open it, you know, just like a regular box, then there's like a cover over everything that looks like whatever this ball is, which I'm assuming is in some way, shape, or form story related, because they keep seeing to show this blue, clear, translucent ball,
right?
But it must be like some kind of artifact. I don't think it's the artifact your guy has at the very beginning, because that's not a ball. Like that's like a shard. But it's that like it makes it look like it's that, and they're glowing. And when so when you take that off is when you actually get to your stuff. But I'm like, that's actually really neat how they actually made effort in the box and packaging to make it look like you were actually doing something in the Stalker world, which I thought was actually pretty cool.
That's fantastic. I still haven't played. I was gonna download it last week. I just haven't. I've just been so freaking busy. Maybe I've got like a longer time. Maybe this weekend. Maybe.
I mean, I love it, but I will say I guess they've said there's still right now major issues with that A live system, whatever they call it, which is the one that makes it that like the world is actually alive, whether there's something in it or not.
So yeah. Rick has been on top of that.
Well, fortunately, he and I had talked about it. I don't remember why it popped up. It might have been because I said I was excited because they were doing Volume 3, which added Shadow of the Erdtree stuff. And that might be what it was, but he had said like, I'd like to get those, but for whatever reason, Volume 1 was readily available. Volume 2 was sold out forever in English. And randomly, a couple of weeks ago, right when Silken's credit card blew up,
that's
I randomly looked on Amazon. I'm like, dude, they actually have them right now. Like, he was saying, he's like, I don't care about 1 and 3; they're easy to get. It's 2 is the issue. And people are selling them for like $400, which is typical for anything dealing with a FromSoft book nowadays. And I was like, dude, and I even told him, I was like, if you can't get this, let me know, man. I'll cover you, because this is probably not going to be available. That said, it is still available, so it wasn't an issue, thankfully.
Right.
But I was glad he was able to get it, because I knew he wanted it. And
talking about the
Future Press is such incredible quality, but man, they do make it tough sometimes. They do make it hard sometimes.
With Silkenet talking about the Elden Ring guide and stuff like that, and just like we're always constantly putting things in chat or Discord and stuff of like, oh man, this is so beautiful looking, or oh man, this would look great with my collection. And anytime any of us says it, Ellery is right there. I'm like, do it for yourself. And I was like, thank you, Ellery, for giving me the confirmation I need.
Followed up with, but you deserve it.
You deserve this.
The four of us are terrible for each other, because all we do is make each other spend money.
Yeah, really are, because we'll put something in and we'll be like, oh man, this is gorgeous. But if I had the money, and then like all three of us just get it, do it. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we never talk each other out of anything. All we do is encourage each other to do things.
No, it is never. Yeah, it's always like, yes, you should go into credit card debt. It's fine.
Yeah. When you die, you can't take the money with you anyway.
That's right, but you can bury me with my statue. Oh man, definitely. Oh, vey, goodness. Well,
and then really, you and me were kind of the ones that pushed each other to get pros, which then resulted in pushing Silken to get a pro. So,
that's the epitome right there. We watched the unveiling of that,
and we were both
like, they're both like, this is the stupidest thing. It is way too much money. This is dumb. And we both sent each other clown gifts of ourselves because we knew we were going to get it.
Dumbass me looks at Best Buy and saw that the disc drive was available.
That was the tipping point.
And that really was because I was like, dude, the disc drive is actually available on Best Buy, and you were like, shit. Because I told you, I was like, I think I just bought a Pro. since I could get this,
because you couldn't find those anywhere. The disc drives. And then, you messaged me like, oh, it's on Best Buy. And I was like, well, now I got to do it.
So. Yeah, I was like, I even told people, I was like, dude, I told my one friend, I was like, you can call me a fraud all you want. Because all I did was tell you how stupid this thing was. I was like, second I was able to get one, I got one. So I am a complete fraud and I don't even dispute it.
We totally were telling each other like how terrible this thing was and how overpriced and how they're price gouging for, they're not listening to their core customers, and just let me put on this paint makeup and put on this clown makeup and
then we both sat in a digital queue for over an hour to buy the stupid thing,
texting each other like I'm in a parking lot. Oh my god, what queue number are you?
And the thing was,
I just got reset, son of a bitch.
Since where I work, they have like PlayStation Direct blocked. I had to use my phone. Right. So I'm texting you on my watch so that I didn't have to bring out the texting. Like, that's why you probably noticed my text drastically slowing down, because I'm sitting there going,
oh, God. And then didn't you, like, hang up on one of the drivers or something like
that?
No,
I declined her call when she called me. And I knew why she was calling me. I knew exactly what she was calling about. But I even told her, I was like, yeah. I was like, your timing could not have been worse. I was like, I sat there for an hour and a half waiting to get into the site. I got into it, and within freaking 1 minute you called me. I was like, no, I'm not taking that call. If her truck's on fire, oh well, she'll have to survive another minute. And she started laughing. I told the guy, like, because I even told the one guy who I worked directly with, he pulls the orders for us. I was like, hey, just so you know, when was it 11 o'clock or noon? I don't remember. Whatever time it was. Whenever this time rolls around, I was like, keep that damn door closed and do not try to come in and ask me a question. I was like, because I'm going to try to buy something, and I have no idea how hard it's going to be to get. And he just laughs. He's like, okay, no problem. And I was like, I'll come out and tell you when it's done so that we're good. And I came out and told him that our driver called, and he just started laughing. I was like, can you believe that? Of all the times, she calls exactly when I get in there.
Oh, my God. And where I was that day, I was like, most of my stops are out of self-service from where I drive around. So I ran through, and I'm sorry to some customers, but you might have got the service. That's so I could have some time. And then I found like a Walmart parking lot to like hang out in fucking hour and a half. So bad. Oh my God. I was just dreading my work phone to go off and be like, "Hey, we need you over here immediately" or something.
But I told you when you texted me, since somehow freaking Sony's site put you in front of me in line, even though I was there for like a half hour longer than you.
I don't know.
But I just saw a text about this, like, bro. I was like, damn it, they're all gone. And I'm sitting there typing it away on my watch, and then before I finish it, another one pops up.
I didn't know you were typing on your watch.
Yeah. Another one pops up that's like, I got a 30th anniversary, and I'm like, delete. I was like, I hate you.
I was not expecting that at all. I don't know how. But she is.
Although knowing what I know now, actually, it's probably fine that it didn't, since it wasn't as less expensive as I thought it was.
Right.
I don't know why I thought it had the portal with it, but I did. I was like, man, they're actually selling it for less than the value of everything.
Yeah. No, it's pretty much like
it's everything but the portal, basically.
Yeah, everything but, and so with the stand and stuff, it's about flat almost.
Yeah, it's
because you get a charger. You get the charger for the
right.
two controllers too. So it's
right.
But yeah, I just keep telling myself that's fine. It's okay. But I do actually, I do really like the Pro though. So I take back what I said. I
even said, I was like, all right, I have to.
This is actually pretty good.
Rescind a lot of what I said.
Yep. God. What time is it? Well, I think that's gonna do it, because I I get a bunch of stuff done, sadly.
Yeah.
And we knew this was going to be kind of a short episode.
It was always planned to be a bit of a brief episode.
But yeah, we just kind of wanted to talk shop. Well, not even talk shop, but just thank everybody. So, Rick Davis, ready for our clown make with Bloodborne next week? What's happening?
Oh wait, next week? I didn't see. I was thinking he was talking about Hollow Knight. That's why I highlighted it. Well, with Bloodborne,
God,
there's yet again some like Steam back or not Steam. There's some kind of back end update or something like that. So everyone's like, "Oh, is it happening?" I'm like, no. You have got me 10 times already. You are not getting me again. At this point, I refuse to acknowledge it or get even remotely excited about it.
I feel at this point
until the damn game is out. Not even announced. It has to be out.
I feel at this point, if it's gonna happen, it would have already happened. You know, I don't know.
Well, everyone's like, not if they're gonna buy Katakoa. It's like, first of all, they haven't bought them yet.
Yeah, and even then, I still don't.
Second of all, if they do, they're probably not going to tell them what to do.
No, I hope not. Jesus Christ, God. Baden, I'm thankful to be part of this community. Dude, you're like
we are thankful to have you.
You're like one of the first like super fans that wasn't part of like another community. You just like showed up and
our first fanboy.
yeah, our first fanboy. It's been great. You've got your own emoji in the Discord. It's fantastic. So yeah, you've been awesome, dude. It's been great.
Yep.
Yeah, just that. Thanks.
And Baden, along with Silken, was in there, giving me the motivation to beat that son of a bitch in Elden Beast today. So,
yeah, I definitely got the Ice. My daughter definitely shills this episode on like her Instagram and stuff like that. So,
no, that's awesome, man.
Shout out! Oh yeah, that's why we get all the cool young hip kids in here.
and why we're gonna have our doors knocked down by Child Protective Services.
Yeah, they're like, "Are you talking?
What are you guys doing?"
God. Well, on that note, Jesus, that's a good one to end it on. Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks to everybody. Thanks to you, Rick, for being my bro and being friends and helping me out with this. It's been awesome. The whole community, everything this is better than I ever thought it was going to be already.
Absolutely. So we already have more people that actually give us the time of day to listen to our nonsense that I thought we would in 2 years from now.
Yeah, I totally thought. Yeah, I totally thought it would be just me and you talking, and that's all. And I was perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
I really was, because it was just kind of like a de-stress type of thing, just to talk and stuff. And I knew there was a few people like Ellery and Nissa and Silkenet that would pop in, and that's all I wanted. But everybody's been fantastic, so I couldn't be happier. And we're growing, and stuff's getting aligned. It's been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, obviously growth is good, but if we never grew another person,
I'd be fine.
I'm perfectly happy with what we got right now, because we got cool people that jump in here, talk to us, have fun with us.
Yep.
You know, join in the jokes along with us. What more could I possibly ask for? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's great. They've just everybody got into the chat today with different pies and stuff like that, and it's great. It's nice to have a close knit where everybody gets. I know I was like, saying about 3 years from now, nobody will know the baguette joke except for the close crew type of thing. So it's cool having the closeness, and everybody just knows what's going on. It's great. I like it.
Yeah, I'm very, very, very thankful for all you guys that show up for us every week, every other week. You know, however often you tune in, whatever. You guys make it. It's already fun to do. You guys make it 10 times more fun to do, and actually like give it a purpose to like look forward to doing it and try to
try to come up with ideas and stuff, and try to keep you guys entertained.
And keep the insanity rolling. Like, you know, it's totally worth doing, because you guys are. You always hear that. You always hear from like content creators, but I mean, I'm talking to 15 people, 20 people. Like, genuinely, truly, I genuinely mean it.
Yep.
Bottom of my heart, I appreciate all you guys for showing up and hanging out with us.
Definitely, you've made this.
And I most definitely appreciate you being here and giving me the opportunity to join up. I'm so glad I did. I'm I'm glad Ellery mentioned it because the whole time I was thinking it, but I didn't want to ask it. I'm like, I wonder if he'll ask. And then Ellery mentioned it on that episode, and I'm like, and you said yes. I'm like,
yeah, no, it was. It's been fantastic. Like I just said, it's grown more than I ever thought it would, and everybody's just been awesome. So it's been great making new friends and like really, really good friends, not just acquaintances, but people just to be able to talk to you and get through the week, find some common ground that we can bond over and get through the struggles of work life and stuff. So
absolutely. Genuine friends, not just
exactly
not just text on a screen, but actual friends
right
to talk to.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So yeah, on that note, I think that's it, folks. You have a great Thanksgiving, everybody, or whatever you want to do. I know Silken doesn't have Thanksgiving or already had Thanksgiving, I think. Caleb in chat real quick at the end here. Yeah, my Dune brother. Yeah, boy, that series is fire. Yeah, so happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody has like a long weekend vacation and stuff, and we'll see you. Is it the
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Yeah, not next week, right? We were we were able to do next week. It's just it might not have been Friday. We don't know, but we can do because I'm on vacation. We can do
So
so it is next
Rob,
week.
I think it's probably going to be the 6th if nothing comes up. But yeah, we'll
definitely cannot do Saturday the 7th. So it would have to be.
Right. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it was like the 6th. I think so. We should be good. So we'll see you then, folks. I can't do the heart. Can I do the heart?
You can do the weird.
Or what if we do this? Where are you?
Oh yeah, that direction. Yeah.
No, that doesn't work because
I can't get far enough. There we go.
Okay, something like that. Gee, there we go.
Wow, that was bad.
Now can I hit end stream while we're doing this? Thanks, folks. We'll see you later.